Good morning, Mountain Christian. Do you ever find yourself thinking, if I can only get through today, or through this next meeting, or through this coronavirus thing? Well, I sure have. The other day I was reading Oswald Chambers and his comments on the passage in Mark 6 where Jesus walked on the water, and his words really seemed to apply. In verse 45, Jesus orders the disciples to get in the boat and go to the other side of the Sea of Galilee. Now that was right after the feeding of the 5,000. Following such a great miracle, it seems natural that the disciples would do exactly what Jesus told them to do, and that they would do it with every expectation of being met with success. After all, Jesus told them to go to the other side of the lake. Surely that was his goal for them. Surely they could expect smooth sailing. But what happened? The wind was against them. They struggled to make any headway. Now, I don't know if the disciples were goal-oriented culturally, but I do know that I am, and in general, we are. Finish the task, reach the milestone, complete the project. That's how you measure success. Too often we let our goal-oriented societal view form or shape our idea of God's purpose for us. If I'm obedient, if I follow Jesus' commands, then he's going to lead me to success. The way is going to be clear. It should be easy going, right? But what is God's idea of his purpose for us? I think it's more about our depending on him and on his power right here and right now than arriving at any destination or achieving some end goal. God's purpose is more in the process. His purpose is for us to see him now, to recognize our dependence on him now, and to rely on his power in our lives now, not tomorrow or after that next meeting, not after the pandemic, now, right now. The disciples obeyed Jesus. They got in the boat and they started out. But the big thing was not getting to the other side. The big thing was Jesus walking to them on the water, calming their fears, stilling the wind and the waves. The big thing was being with Jesus. What about us? Our world is topsy-turvy right now. But then again, there's always something, some distraction, some calamity. There always has been, there always will be. But if we can stay calm, cool, and collected in the midst of chaos, if we can choose to thrive rather than just trying to survive, if we can embrace the process rather than just trying to muddle through to the other side, if we can see Jesus walking on the waves, no shore in sight, no success, no goal, just the absolute certainty that everything is all right because we see Jesus walking on the water. That's when God's purpose for us is fulfilled. That's when God is glorified. God wants us to see that he can walk on the waves of our lives right now. Take comfort in that today and be encouraged, brothers and sisters. You really can enjoy the ride when you're in the boat with Jesus. Thanks for joining me. God bless you today, and may you, in turn, be a blessing to someone else.